Howdy, folks. This is Clearwater Chad. This is the show before the show. We're going on Johnny Carson show at 5 o'clock. Thought I'd just come on for a little while. I got to check on the spaghetti. Cooking some spaghetti for dinner for my son and I. Or raviolis or whatever. Hope everyone's having a good day and whatnot. You don't question Z-Man, lie about it? How can you do that? Good face. How can you do that? Nobody questions the Z-Man lies about it. Not in this country. Not with this Constitution. With the Bill of Rights. The Magna Carta. How can you do that in good faith? How can you question? How can you question that? Wrong day for that. Tell you what. All right, we got the raviolis. Gonna put 2 packs in there. See how many minutes. They all take a different length of time. I was gonna do the hamburgers, but do those tomorrow. Am I right? You guys know I'm right. You guys know Chad did it. All right, 8 minutes. So we'll put the timer on. 8 minutes. Drunken Donuts, how you doing? Oh, thanks. Yeah, I like the cheese puffs too. I gotta get the timer on. We're multitasking, which I don't like to do. I gotta get the timer on, so excuse me for that. Cheese puffs are pretty good. Rocco doesn't like them, but that's his privilege. Let's see if I could use this timer. 8 minutes. All right, let's roll. 8 minutes. And it's a fact. So, you know, because I got to cook dinner before the Johnny Cochran thing. I don't want to do it on his stream and disrespect the stream. Yeah, we might eat some sardines because I'm still hungry. I've just been kind of nibbling at stuff that I didn't really eat anything today. You know what I mean? How's everyone doing today? Hey, OJ, how you doing? We're cooking some raviolis for my son and I. 2 packs of raviolis. And thanks for popping in. Always great to see you. This is just nothing really planned, but just I had a little dead time. Hey, Sam. Sam saying, what do you think Joey C should do for rebrand his channel? I love Joey C, but I am dizzy because of all the times he's rebranded, all the times he's quit. I gotta start that real quick. But that's his privilege. That's his channel. Anyone's, not going to criticize him for it, but he does it so often, I don't know where he really stands at anything. So, like I said, that's his privilege. That's a fact. So I love Joey C, though. I asked him if he wanted to stream yesterday. He was maybe just tired, or maybe he doesn't want to stream, but we didn't hook up. I'm gonna try to hook up with Ray DeVito later if he's available, because I got more of the envelope tuna. It's pretty good. You put it a little bit on the bread, you got a sandwich for 88 cents plus the bread's probably a few pennies, so about $1. You could eat lunch, a little more if I have more than one. So even if I have 4, it's $4, 4 sandwiches, but still pretty good. There's no cooking involved. These are good till 2027, so you can keep them in your desk at work and keep them in the house. I don't see, what could be better than that. I might eat some sardines in a few minutes because their dinner's not going to be done for another 8 minutes. Let's see. Sam Drunken Donuts says, do you ever make a tuna fish sandwich and take it to the water? No, but I have wanted to. And I just never got to it. I always thought about making like a ham and cheese. Not a ham and cheese, but I always wanted to make a... wait, what was I talking about? Yeah, I want to make like a peanut butter and jelly, take it to the waterfalls. Because I see people doing that, so... Got my kid, so he's out... He's got a friend down the street. They've been going back and forth to the houses all day. But he's going to want dinner soon. He didn't want lunch because he had a big breakfast, I guess. So Well, you guys know I picked them up earlier. We passed that Arby's. Let me stir that again. So, like I said, I picked them up. We went to Walmart. Always bought too much stuff, but that's life. And that's fact. Like I said, we're streaming with Johnny Cochran 5 o'clock, so we're really just kind of, just kind of waiting for that. Doing our household stuff, cooking. Yeah, you never know, Drunken. Yeah, you're right. I'm more worried about, not worried, but some of these states don't really have good water. They don't have, they live next to oceans, and you can't drink that water. Where I live so close to Lake Erie, not that you would want to do it, but if it's ever a 911 emergency, you could actually drink the water out of there. Like I said, you wouldn't want to do it unless it's a life or death situation. But a lot of these states, in my opinion, are low on water. So I'm happy with Buffalo. Flint, Michigan. Yeah, you got to worry about Flint, Michigan. Their water is not good there. I think it still isn't good. You can't trust the Flint, Michigan water. Just like you can't trust a criminal deuce-payer and Lady K. They are twins of deception, devils of deception. They will take you on a place you will not like and you will not know. Skull. All right, let's roll a lucky dice. Watch out. Lucky number 6. Yeah, Stutter John's fingernails is advising. Buffalo is wonderful in the winters. The only thing I don't like is shoveling, but that's all part of the game. Yeah, shillies are a big problem. You know what I mean? And if you guys notice, the only shows I'm not really invited on are Shilly and Lady K's show. Maybe it's for the best. I'm only invited on those shows when I got the goods, and then they don't want to know you when you don't have anything to report back to them. Oh, New York City has good water too? Yeah, I think most places in New York City, I think I agree with you. And a lot of people don't realize that from Buffalo to New York City, it's very pretty. Most of the towns are very country, with a lot of ponds and a lot of water, a lot of wildlife. People don't realize that. They just think New York State's just like New York City, which is false. All right, so stir that one more time. Ooh. Anyone live in any interesting cities? A lot of great states out there. Oh. Yeah, you gotta watch out. You're right. Yeah, I took the Kool-Aid to the other house. And yeah, you gotta watch out for those surely deep tunnels. You can't trust the deuce-payer. Can't trust the deuce-payer with the loose change. Not in this Devilverse. Not today. Like I said, we're burning time. Favorite flavor? Probably grape. Oh, you live in Lake Tahoe. That's in Las Vegas. You're saying it's a real dump. It's a real famous place, though. At least that's something. That's one of the places I'm concerned about with being so hot there. At least that's what I hear. So it's only going to get hotter and colder in the winter, depending on where you're at, I guess. I was watching the news the other day. They said Alaska had their first heat advisory ever last week. That's not a great sign. Not at all. Skull. I haven't heard much from Stutter and John. Oh, it's in Northern California and Northern Nevada. Okay. Yeah, I don't really get out that way. It's good to know. How far west have I been? The only places I've really been I've been I've been to Florida a couple times, and I've been to Michigan, and I've driven through Ohio. No, I went to Ohio to visit John's show. That's about it. So I want to keep getting out more. Stuttering John is on media tour. Okay. I'd like to go to another one of his shows. It was pretty good, actually. You know, like I said, you guys all know, we went through the a lot of old jokes, but everyone still laughed. It was still pretty good. Skull. Hey, Brian, how you doing? Good afternoon. Okay, favorite streamers in the Dabbleverse? It's a great question. 5 or 6. I'd say Rocco, OJ, Cardiff, Joey C, Ray. Oh, you're doing homework. That's cool, Brian. It's great to hear. I don't want to miss any questions here. This is our keys. Have you ever tried to do any local radio shows? No, not yet. I don't think I'm. I don't think they would get it. You know what I mean? Oh yeah, of course, Kevin Brennan. Sorry, forgot about him. I haven't heard from him in a while. Oh, did my timer go off? And I thought it was something else. I think my. Oh, that's great, Brian. What are you taking, if I could ask? You don't have to say if you don't want. What's that mean? That's a stake your claim. Oh, is that about the radio shows? Yeah, I don't know if they would welcome Jelvis, by the way. I don't know if they would get what we do. I would love to, though. You know, I'm having fun just going to the events. Like I said, I went to 2 Dabbleverse events so far. The one in Ohio, Niles, Ohio for John, and then the one in Rochester for Vinny. Oh, we're taking biology, music, writing. Wow, you're taking a lot of stuff. That's great. I give you a lot of credit for that. I'm going to check on the. Yeah, I don't blame you, Drunken. I don't blame you at all. Let me get that. I gotta finish making the spaghetti real quick for the raviolis. I'll be right back. Here, I'll be right here actually. And just take a second. Yeah, they look done, I guess. Yeah, I have to get my real ID. Been doing all the paperwork, and I have to go to the DMV Monday. Made an appointment. So busy, because everyone's getting real IDs. So busy at the DMV, you can't just show up like the old days. Not if you live in not like Buffalo, some big city like New York City, but big enough to where there's a lot of people. I've never seen so many people at the DMV. Tried to get in Friday. Not even that late in the day, like 2:30. And you know, they said they were done taking appointments for the day. And back years ago, or any other year, you could just go there. You didn't need an appointment. I think it's always was preferred, but never needed an appointment before. So I'm happy I didn't wait till the last day to get it. We'll get the ball rolling. I don't know if they give you the real ID in real time or they make you wait. But it's in the works, so it's good. It's going to happen. And that's a fact. Ugh. Oh, so let me catch up on these comments. Bear with me, guys. Yeah, those are cheese balls. Got them at where did I get them? Walmart, or somewhere. I forgot where. Yeah, I was thinking about going to Clearwater too, Brian. So let me know if you guys do go, because I can visit other people. So Brian's saying we need to do a meetup in Clearwater. It's December. Yeah, definitely. Yeah, it'll be cheaper if we do it together. Maybe, I don't know. Um, let's see. Yeah, drunken. Same here. Like I said, they. I mean, we're. It's not as bad where I am, but like I said, I went Friday at 2:30, which is a little late in the day. But I work 2 jobs, so I can't just go at 9 a.m. So, anyways, I went at like 2:30, and they're like, nope. And then I looked at the seating area, and never I've never seen that many people in a DMV. I've been driving for 30 years. I've never seen anything like that. And they weren't going nowhere. Like, they needed their IDs. I'm not waiting until the last day. Hey, Sam, you live in Seattle. That's cool. Sam says, I live in Seattle. There's a lot of water here, but I don't know if you should drink it. I'm only talking if it's a life or death emergency where the water is cut off. And, oh, wow, you're end of July. That's really bad. Yeah, I'm going Monday. Yeah, that's a good idea with the cheese balls. Drunken says, when I go to the waterfalls, I should bring a Ziploc bag with cheese balls. I'd like to bring, like I said, I'd like to bring. I'll keep that in mind, John. I'm not going to post that comment, though. I'll keep that in mind. Yeah, Sam, they do that. They like to insult people. It's just the way they do. They're mad that they're working at the DMV, I guess. And Brian say that's the advantage of living in somewhere that's sparsely populated. You got your ID in 5 minutes, and that's the one that took 15 minutes to drive. That's cool. Yeah, text me later, Brian. We'll have to. I'm going on a stream later, but yeah, a lot of whatnots. Yep. Need some sardines before dinner. Have my pre-dinner, and I like the King Arthur sardines. They're pretty good. They're good for you, I think. Although I guess nothing's really good for you. Yeah, definitely. Plenty of time. Yeah, just straight out of the can. I don't want to dirty a bowl. Oh, yeah, you don't like them, Brian? These are good, though. These are wild caught Mediterranean where they have the. Oh, I can't really. They have the oils and some olives in them. So I like them. Oh, if I had time, I probably could, John. But they're boring to eat, so I don't know if I'd want to, but maybe. That's a fact, Jack. Yeah, not everyone likes sardines. But I like them. I know, our keys. Yeah, I should. I try to. I keep asking my son if he wants to go to Duff's, like where there's the famous buffalo wings. He doesn't ever want to go. He's 10, so he wants to hit the McDonald's. Um, I took him there once. He said he liked it, but I think he just said that because I like it. So I don't really force it on him. Yeah, that's true. I'll get to that comment in a second. Brian says, if I ever go to Buffalo, first thing I'm doing is getting some wings. Yeah, they're very good. Southern John Fingernuts, we got to have a wing eating contest. I'm for that for 100%. And I would bring them to New York City, but the logistics are too much with the plane. That's why I said if we took a train, I could do it, but big rush. They're rushing me around. Vinny lives in New York City, too. He wanted some Duff's wings. You know what's good with the wings is some bread, too. Wheat bread. Trying to get healthy. These are facts. I'm going to touch base with Ray DeVito later, see if he wants to stream about some tuna. Like I said earlier, we got the envelope tuna. $0.88. It's a good deal. And they put the dressing on it on most of the flavors, so how could you beat that? Okay, Drunken, good question. Drunken says, if I could have a guest on, would it be Carmax, Ray DeVito, or Chad? I'd like them all on, but if I had to pick one first, Ray, because, we all have good chemistry, all three, I think. So I think Ray, though, because we've done a lot of streams and it's gone really well. And then Chad, and then Carmax. But all of them, they're all good. Good eggs. Like I said, what was this stream I did with Ray last week? That one went good, whatever it was. They're all good, though. They're all good people. Ashley Cummings, I need to know more about her before I make a final opinion, but seems like she's only doing it for the money. Now, when I do a show, if you guys probably know, you guys watch most of my stuff, or a lot of it. Can't watch it all. I don't do this for money. Of course, I'm not in a financial place to refuse money, but I'm certainly not doing it to, money. You know what I mean? So I don't think it would come out good. The content, in my opinion, doesn't come out as good if you're only doing it for the money. So I don't, like for the Kevin shows, I don't ask him if he's going to pay me, how much, blah, blah, blah. When he does send money, it's like a bonus, so, that's how I look at it that. So maybe that's wrong of me, but that's my answer, though. So, I think I didn't answer your question on Ashley. I drifted off into something of my own. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. You know, I don't know too much about her. Maybe I should watch more of her content when she's on Kevin. Oh yeah, I know. Yeah, and that's one thing. You're right. I should do a show. But same with OJ. I only want to do it if I have something to talk about. Today I was just killing time before I go on with Johnny Cochran or Johnny Carson. Um, so I don't mind doing that. If as long as there's a reason, I don't like to go on and be like, "Oh, I want to make some money. I'm gonna hit go live." Yeah, you'll never see me do that. Hopefully, Taylor, the fly guy. When you gonna be paying the dues payer a visit? We need an update on that jerk. Yeah, we definitely gotta. He's far away in one of those Hick states, though, isn't he? Nothing against the Hick states. We love them all. I just like saying that. He's in forgot what state. Arkansas or something. Yeah. Brian's the same way. Does it because it's fun. Brian has the red idea. He goes on in the morning, almost every morning, the same time or a similar time. You get people used to it, like a TV program. And when people can tune in, they tune in. You know. Yeah. It's just fun saying it. It gets people going sometimes. Arkansas. Yep. That's funny. Yep. We'll just stay in a few more minutes. Like I said, um, just killing time. Not just killing time, but I wanted to come on before Johnny Carson. Uh, yeah, definitely Johnny Carson thing. I'm trying to think what else we could talk about. We're wrapping up. Like I said, I just want to come on real quick before. Excuse me, before Johnny Cochran, but I guess I'll wrap up. Or Johnny Carson. I'm getting tired already. All right. Thanks everyone for joining. It was a pleasure. We'll try to come on more. Thanks, guys. Oh, on the toe? I don't know. Obviously, I don't know him personally, but from the little content I've seen, I should watch more before I make a real opinion. But he seems to be a former boxer or something like that. I don't know what his claim to fame is. He seems to have a huge following. I don't really. I try to watch him just so for the news reports and stuff. But if it wasn't for that, I don't know if I'd watch him. I don't know why. I don't know what he does except beg for money. That's funny, our case. Um, so yeah, I don't really get. There's probably something I'm missing about the toe, like I said, but ooh, that's cheesy. Begging for money like that, but it seems to work for him. He's got a big following, so I guess he's doing something right. All right. If there's no more questions, we will see you later. Thanks, everyone. Don't forget, 5 o'clock for Johnny Carson on his channel.